feel? Another trophy, three this season, about three in the space of a month. What are your feelings after that one?
Really pleased. Obviously, we thought we had a chance to get into 3 finals. To win 3 trophies, especially against the opposition we had, is just unbelievable, really.
And of course, it's the last game in charge of Brimscombe Thrupp.
Yep.
8 years at the helm of the club, and how are your feelings right now?
Not too bad, actually. I was, after the Bracknell game, which was the last of our Hellenic sort of campaign, if you like, and I broke the news to the players there. It was, a little bit emotional, but it's had time to settle in now, and tonight was just a good one to go out and feel quite relaxed about, really.
And performance-wise, what did you make of your team's performance tonight? Because they looked in control for probably 90% of the game, you'd have to say.
Yeah, I thought we played really well. We kept the ball, we passed the ball, we quickened it up in the final third. Good innovation throughout, and I thought, our front 4 were magnificent. And we scored 3, probably overplayed at times, could have got some more goals, but overall, yeah, thoroughly deserved the win.
So now the season's over. It's been a very long season. I think it's been about 11 months for you guys. So has it felt like an incredibly long campaign?
Yeah, this is our 58th game tonight. So, when you couple 8 pre-season friendlies on before that, it just shows you how long the season's been. But there's been so many memorable moments during the season. It's been great. Not too many negative parts. I'm struggling to think of more than 2 performances out of those 58 that I was disappointed with, really.
Yeah, 58 games, and some of those individuals have quite literally been there all along the way. Full credit to them, I suppose, for their fitness and for their dedication as well. Yeah,
we don't operate with a budget, so we've got 16, 17 first team players that you could put out there. So it's a lot for just that amount of players to carry. They train every Thursday, we play most Tuesdays, we play every Saturday, and in recent months it's been 4 times a week. So those 16, I've been apologising in some team talks because I'm naming the same players and can only rest 3 or 4 each game. But they've done tremendously well, and what's been great, a couple of league performances along the way in this hectic period have possibly dropped off a little bit, but every time a big game or a big ask has been needed, they've stood up and dealt with it.
So you took over the club in the Northern Senior League. You've won promotion after promotion, taking the club up into the Hellenic Premier. You've won various cups. You've won 3 alone in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it possible to pick out any sort of highlights of your time at the club?
I guess the championship winning seasons in the County League and last year in Hellenic 1 West were standout moments. But leading the club into the FA Vars for the first time, that was a fantastic thing. The recent cup finals have just been great days, and performance-wise, there's just been so many highlights, and I've been so fortunate that I've had a fantastic group of players, and hardly anyone's ever caused me a headache. And trying to get the best out of them is, for me, I don't necessarily see the success as being what we've achieved on the pitch. It's been when you hear players saying they're enjoying their football, they've improved as players. I think that's the biggest success, just making players enjoy themselves. So.
And what are your general feelings in terms of the next step for you? Because obviously it's been 8 years dedicated to it, and are you feeling excited? Are you feeling nervous, or any fear about what's going to come in the future?
A bit of both, really, because I know, once you're out of football for a little while, you kind of get forgotten to a certain degree. I'm certainly not retiring in any way. I'm going to continue with my football education. I'm going to start the A licence hopefully next summer. Going to do some work with Forest Green Youth in this coming season, up the ante with that. But I'd certainly want to go back into the senior game in the not too distant future, but just right at this moment I could just do with a break.
And finally, I mentioned the promotions, all of the different cups you've won in those 8 years in charge of the club. Tonight you're playing at a ground which holds Northern Senior League football against a team that plays in the County League. And you, of course, started at Northern Senior League level when you took charge of the club. And like you mentioned, you won the County League, you've won through promotions.
Yeah.
Did that sort of performance and just the way in which your team and club is now sort of sum up maybe perhaps one of your biggest successes, in the sense that you are no longer that standard, you really are a proper semi-professional football club operating at a regional league?
Absolutely, yeah. We came here tonight, and to be fair to Stonehouse, the facilities have been fantastic. The pitch was excellent. We played against a team 2 leagues below us who did themselves tremendous credit, kept working and didn't give up throughout the whole of the game, made us work for the result. But it's kind of fitting that we come back here, almost back to where it all started. And when you see the level of performance we put on there tonight and the control we showed in our play, both offensively and defensively, and how we kept the ball, you know, maybe when we were here 8 years ago, that ball didn't stay with so much control for such long periods. So I guess it shows where we've come in terms of how we play the game.